As you can see, I've got some tires back here. I just left work. I'm about to go to the tire shop to get these tires on, and we're gonna work on a couple other things that my car's been tripping about lately before I make a long drive to my mom's. So yeah, I'm gonna get these tires put on, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, so we've got the mic on now, we're not on the phone anymore. Yeah, new tires feel great. I was on my spare tire on this side, front passenger, because the tire had a huge titty like going around the whole wheel. Driver's side front tire had a nail in it, which I plugged, so that needed to be replaced. And both rear tires had like tiny little bumps in multiple places, almost like little titties throughout the tire. So I don't know what the fuck was up with that, but 4 new tires, car feels great, feels better, looks better, rides better, you know, all good things. Let's get to the point of today's video. Okay, so I'm trying to fix a couple of little things on my car. So let's see what my car tells me that they are. Okay, that's right, I need a brake lamp bulb. Forgot to go to the store to buy that. Oil change, we're gonna hit that later. Key battery. I've got some of these bad boys. That's it for messages, and I have this airbag light, which we're gonna look at. So I got a few things to look at today, and we're gonna handle those. Let's drive over to my dad's house, and we're gonna start there. But I'm gonna start first with the oil change, because I don't know how much sunlight I have left, and that's definitely gonna be the thing that requires the most light. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a more in-depth oil change video in the future, but for right now, I'm just gonna give you the quick essentials. In the case of a Ford Focus from 2013 to 2018, you don't want 5W30. I'm using synthetic oil. You can use whatever oil really, but just from what I've read online, people like synthetic oil a little bit better. And the brand is not that important either. As long as you get a well-known name brand, you're gonna be fine. But you're gonna want 5W30. You're gonna want a 5 quart plus a 1 quart, because this engine does take 5.7 quarts of oil. And if you are upgrading to the bigger oil filter, this is a FL400S. It's just a slightly bigger oil filter for this car, so it'll last a little longer. It'll reach that 6 quart mark with the bigger oil filter. So yeah, let's grab tools. I have my toolbox here, 2 jack stands. My brother still has my low profile jack, so I'll be using the stock one. And I forgot to grab a funnel, but you're gonna want a funnel. And the last thing you're gonna want is something to catch your oil. I am gonna be using also some cardboard to protect my dad's driveway as much as I can. In case of a spillage, I do recommend that especially if you don't own the place that you're working at. Ideally, you definitely want it higher than this, but with my current circumstances, this is the best I've got. So, shake test. Car's not gonna kill me. All right, let's get under here. All right, so as soon as you get up under the car, normally you would see a lot of plastic here. Typically, you can do your oil change without moving that plastic. If you're only changing the oil, you'll most likely have to take the plastic off if you're doing the oil filter. Like in the case of this car, you will have to take it off because the oil filter is located right here, and that would be covered. So before taking off the oil filter, let's drain the oil, and it's over here right behind the engine's oil pan. So right down here, you're gonna see this bolt. And honestly, that whole tool set that I have, I'm only gonna need 2 things. My ratchet and a socket that fits this size. So let's see what size it is. So I believe 5/8 is technically the correct size, but you could also use a 15, which I find fits on here more snug. But let's get this bolt cracked and drain our oil into our oil pan. Once it's done draining, you can put the bolt back in and tighten it. Make sure you also clean the area and don't leave it with oil sitting on it. So after you drain and tighten from this bolt onto the filter, you're gonna wanna move your whole setup under the oil filter, because the oil filter will absolutely leak. As you can see, it's still, I don't know if you can see actually, but it's still dripping from up there. So be very careful. And also you see how I held this upright? It should mostly be empty because of the holes that I punched into this thing. We're draining it slowly. But as soon as it was full and you didn't have to, you'd come straight down from where you pulled it out and you can pour it all out in here now. Oh, there's still some in there. And let's grab our new filter. I'm not leaving any of this covered in oil because that is gross. I'm cleaning my stuff. I would recommend you do the same. If oil got on anything, I highly recommend at least wiping it down. You know, it's not gonna be perfectly clean unless you spray it with degreaser or something. But yeah, wipe everything down. Just use a little bit of oil just to shoot. You should probably do that with new fresh oil, but I don't really care. And honestly, I don't even know if this is necessary. I've just seen videos where people do that. So I'm gonna put this in now. This is the same, you know, obviously it's the same thing. You just screw it in from where you took out the old one. Actually, let me give you guys a size comparison. This is the upgraded filter I'm putting in, and this is the old filter. Not a huge difference, but it is larger by a small amount. That should be good enough. Now we're officially done down here. Let's get to cleaning up our mess. Put away our tools, pull this out from under here. So yeah, now that the oil filter is in and the drain bolt is tightened, we're gonna come to the front of the car. This is absolutely the easiest part, so let's try not to, you know, ruin this. Open your oil cap. Most modern cars will say what kind of oil you need right on here. I don't even know if that focused, but let's go get our funnel, because I still forgot to grab it even after saying earlier that I forgot to grab. Where is my funnel, actually? I don't know where my big funnel's at, so I'm gonna use this one for now. All right, now I'm always scared of this part because I always feel like I'm gonna spill. I don't even know what side I wanna do this from. Oh, let's go. I did spill a tiny drop. I'll show you guys as soon as I'm done pouring this in. I don't know if you guys can see from there, but if you can, it's a tiny bit of wetness here. That's the tiny drop I dripped. I feel like these little ones are much easier to aim. I'm sure that makes sense. It's smaller, but whatever, dude, leave me alone. If your oil requirements are something less than a 5 quart, you'd have to use the measurements on the bottle to see how much you've poured in. Even these little ones have measurements. The big one obviously has more. And yeah, you just have to watch how much you're putting in from there. Just, you know, pour in, stop until you're at a reasonable level, and then check your dipstick to make sure you have the correct amount of oil. One thing you are going to want to make sure of is that your car isn't leaking. You want to make sure you have no leaks anywhere, especially from your oil filter and your oil drain. So just go back down there before you put the car down and give it a little check. I'm going to use this massive funnel now to drain what's in here into here. All right, guys, I completely forgot that I had this box light. The sun is down, but we're gonna keep going. The next thing I have to figure out is why my airbag light is on. And I really wanted to do this with daylight, but it is what it is. Let me get down here and see how well it's connected. All right, let's get in here. Fuck me. Oh, hello. Okay. I can't see anything in there. I'm gonna have to pull this back out. Oh, there we go. Bad news. I'm gonna have to take that back out. So what happened was I didn't put the plug on the knee airbag tight enough, or I didn't put it on right or something, and the little middle piece that punches it in popped out. So I just did that. I turned the car on to check, and the airbag light is gone. So let's hope it stays that way. Let me put this back in. We are good to go. Oh shit! Alright, we gotta go to the store. Let's get out of here. I hope this truck isn't too loud. But this car has always got me doing some weird, wacky things to do the simplest things. I had to take these 2 little nuts out, one from behind here, which is easy, there's an access port, and then I had to, well, technically you don't have to move this, but I had to move it because my hands are too big for this space, to get the other one off, and it was so tight, it was ridiculous. But they're off now. So let's see if I can, oh, okay, there we go. This is my fried bulb. New bulb going in. Ow, that hurts. This thing sucks, dudes. Surprised I didn't destroy my skin there. Oh, I did a little bit. All right, interior back together, please. Oh, perfect, dude, that clipped in real nice. Ah! All right, this little cover. I'm getting better at putting this thing in and out of here. So my camera just now lost the ability to record. The battery's too low. So rest in peace. And my other battery was already dead, so I can't use that anymore. But I don't have my mic again, but it's okay. This is the last thing. Just putting this in there. I guess I won't film. I don't know. All right. All right. What? I just replaced the key battery. All right, as you can see, no more oil change, no more brake light issue, which, oh yeah, it's working. You probably can't see it, but, oh, yes you can. You can see that the right side is working. Yeah, no more airbag light, no more oil change or anything else that it said. All it's telling me now is low battery on my key, but I don't know why it's doing that. I literally just replaced the battery in between this clip and the last one. Oh well, let's just get home for now. All right guys, I'm exhausted. That was a really long day. Tires feel great. It feels really good seeing, you know, no more lights on my dash and you know, little pop-ups. The battery thing is still telling me that my battery's dead, but the fob's working perfectly as it should. So I don't know why it's still saying that, but that's okay. The fob is working. That's what matters to me. There's a few more things I want to do to the car. I'm gonna wash it. I want to restore the headlights, and I want to attempt to do paintless dent repair on that rear quarter panel that's dented in. Worst case scenario, I can always take it somewhere and they can get it straight. But I want to attempt it. Those will be different videos. Maybe I'll do the headlights and the car wash together, but we'll see. I hope you guys look forward to that. But yeah, that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.